Mame fa say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there osia dem yopo.
You are most welcome to PENDREAM TV, the only channel that brings you the best and latest updates in politics. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, like and also share for other new members to watch as well. You can also leave a comment at the comment section after watching or send us your suggestion through our WhatsApp number showing on the screen. Thank you. Gyamfi once again went after Bawumia, mocking him about his latest address titled The Next Chapter, saying he's surprised about Bawumia talking of selflessness today. Without much ado, I would like you to join me listening to what he said into detail. Thank you.
Official panso.
I think comment. I'm sorry. I'm ready. Can you share? Yakasa ufun so about. The nyamia say. You watch it. Philip Osebonsu. Ubojuma. Is it there? Call to the bar na ga krebi.
Akakakra.
Unyame ayade ti ya seda ebe menyame. Mamenchia etifo.
Omoje so.
Omo hweye wo abefo intentan so nyina so ye chia obi biara.
Very well.
Yem obi afishia pa. Afese se na unyame adom.
Yeah.
Ghana ni daso. Extreme Sejata. The nation builder. Obema ni munyamfo na wo eniswade hunu pa. Emma omai Ghana. Se obabe yen hihye pa e de adwuma ne ahoto ne yeyo beba no. Ya papa ya de nyina His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Na onyame adom wababa beji afri. Amambo boni a ekoso a ede ahokyere ne kodanda ababeto Ghana for so. And it chia etiefo nyina. Wish everyone well.
Yeah. After 2020 elections, no, 4 years looked very far away. But I do 2024. You know, so another election here is here with us. Said our expectation is after December 7th, no, John Mahama will be sworn in
by the grace
on
of
January
God.
7th.
By the grace of God.
Nothing is changing that.
I don't think that. Ebe to me asesa essence onyame na ahyehe nena ye papa sofo bi o Eastern region oka say akraket wa kra nim say John Mahama mre aso everybody omo a omutimi hu mu no obi say omo they will tell you omo a omo zo hunamani hunam mu no mo hwe omo assessment omo predictions whether it is Fitch Solutions, whether it is the Economic Intelligence Unit, all these, you know, organizations, Global Info Analytics, each one of them, Biaka. This is the time for John Mahama. And more importantly, you know, Ghana from all walks of life. Mbabunu, Mpenyufo, Nkoda, I mean, Asofo, Ayemfo. Ya papa born through this building Ghana toy. Baby obekubia, ohwe senior nipa ne side ahoke castron ko na wawa too. And then some or more can and da so mo ni muna. Me wogidie mapa. Onyame ne si hene. But media me wogidie mapa say come what me. Onyame be see John Mahama ne NDC.
John Mahama
on the 7th of December 2020.
But he's seeking to do there in seeing our country's political history for somebody to be president, lose and come back to be president again. Why do you think John Mahama is special? I think there was saying see that why should it happen with John Mahama?
Well, say see that and see that no is not necessary. The here Ghana for say does the person have what it takes to bring about the transformation we all seek? And when here, say every sector is declining. As for my state institutions are your war. Omudia Jumabo May Kanko. Dodo na no mugu munada from whether it's Cocoa Board, whether it is PBC, whether it is SNET, all of them. Edumeni ho, sikeni ho. Abine bosha what they share yen. Na Ghana for be when that's what say obey ne dia hontoni nyuma ni sika aba no. We are not seeing that. We're seeing the very opposite of that. The course wo Ghana e katasheshe dream proye sika seye. Sika die. That is what is happening. And unti media mi wogidie say Ghana for dodo na o maso nsu aswansa no. Omo bema John Mahama sa kwanya ni biem. na wasan so aba be fa na konwa na wato ne nyuma paso eto de bia onyame na akwan do so eto de bia bibi nti se owo ne somafo bia otumi de ni kusie kakra na nipa na nkasa kondo no na omo kase onti won sufra na wasan so de nipa na hira won bia se ye Kristofo ye gidi se Yesu Kristo oyo Nyankopon ba no ne ye kra ne ya genkwa ye kra genkwa but odi kan ba wiase no ye kun no ane kromfo ene bo na sendwem kun no he was not accepted by his own people but twokonkro no ma ye hu se e o nyame ne pa obesan so aba ne ma ye to so mienu ani wa nyina be den e be hu no this time around they will cry after that son of God otiase enunti and media nyame nwanwa se Yura Mahama ba be di ade no sanso ba biem de ntia me wogidi se Ghana fo be sanso de na ba biem no eye sapa wo bi twae emra onya kwan se oba be di o man so ne nyuma pa wo ye in every sector his achievements his legacy e wo hwa e no man no ye nyina e ho faso no e bi akan say ye suku adan obi see ye say ye asopitis say ye akwan say ye interchange say ye port say ye airport say ye numa enam ne soma ne ba Ghana na ho brasie kwan of fast so my Ghana no nipa bebiri kwan do biem nipa bebiri afe no because of that and titiru na niswa di hunu kita ne say key language being the 24-hour economy ebe boa me nya 3 shifts of work in Ghana na ankrankra nyuma ene aban nyuma numbi etimi aye adwuma 24/7 na eno abama yeti aboa me yetimi abie nyuma ma memo na mabawa enye bia ye wokroma. These are the policies, the vision Ghana for omohwe na achievements no mohwe because elections are about the future. Omohwe the policies and the vision for the future, and you can see if you do your checks, you do your survey, you can see say Ghana for bibiri esisage na ye no. And I have no doubt in my mind that by the time I do December mpuno na ebinumu eno madwima yo mo kesene na kakra no dodo na enya adwen sa kira se yento aba. I don't see this election going for a runoff.
2024
no I think that onyamia domunti Ghana for be mbo amajo mama fa no one touch.
Obisa men kancho say add a bubrum kosua to Mohammed's name.
Adie be ye ense da no cre
fifi e wokoma se asawase to be precise.
Oh yeah, buburu kosua.
Yeah, say buburu kosua fa kanedin ho. But you also know say of course I mean campaign no and started giddy like what we know campaigns in Ghana to be. We've already heard say on the 7th of this month the flag bearer of the NPP so Air Kasa. You've seen the artwork. What's a home popo, right?
Now because fake news.
Oh, how is it fake news?
I say there, I'm a foot be a flyer no more share.
Wait, any fake news?
Oh, Obiamba.
Any fake news?
Obeka Sampa.
Yeah. Oh,
Alaji Bawumia on the mic.
Not now. The
Bawumia on the mic, yo.
Theme, no, yeah.
Na Papa
Ghana's next chapter. Selfless leadership and bold solutions for the future. That's captivating.
Seme no beka theme we hu asem nkwa.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
We nkwa 10 minutes. Ghana next chapter. Na current chapter no why any day.
No, the current chapter no na president. He's not.
You have to be a vice president out here.
He's number 2.
How many times Bawumia wa acting as president? You have to be a vice president at the chance so mampenyi ni wona a president. Na so mampenyi ni wo mpo a ono na boa no man ye na djuma as president.
Yes.
Enti president and vice president no sunsun ye bi anim de wo mu ane se
sunsun ye bi wo mu
emra o mampanyi ni wo ho no ena vice no eboa no o mampanyi ni ho a vice president na president enti Bawumia we di president bibiri. How? Because there's been many occasions when the president has been outside the jurisdiction, the vice president.
Yeah, but when you are acting, you cannot take some decisions far-reaching consequences.
Say Bawumia actia or man to me so to take decision. A buying we, because a buying the Juma pa back we here. Your mind is sick as into the economy.
Yes.
Say economy, you know, man penny kufu adobe pre to me. 2012 or kind, 2016 or kind. Also, no on your economics. Even though he studied economics, but he is not economics. He landed up in
as
law.
a lawyer, yes.
Enti oma ye nyina hu se wakofa abrantie bi a wonim sikasem toto ye pa. Abrantie no waye adwuma so wo Bank of Ghana and Omampenyukufo. I'm sure you've seen that tape.
Yes.
As abrantie no ne Dr. Bawumia ono no woni mugidie so the sikasem nyina hye ne sa obedane no. And am pa ba ye waye no chairman of the economic management team. Ni 8 years mu no way. It is now say okokasa about next chapter. First chapter of the economy akwesi say akoko next chapter. Let just say Alhaji Bawumia no kra dia to say first chapter na de adwerega pascal enyeye. Untumi nka first chapter no ho. Adwuma na ye de ama ho no. Untumi mu ho akonta because what failing. You have collapsed the economy of Ghana. Completely destroyed the economy of Ghana. Completely destroyed the economy of Ghana. You have killed Ghanaians with wicked taxes. Aye be that. Want to be in current chapter or next chapter. Second part, second phrase in the theme near there.
Ghana's next chapter.
And then the first one, no second one near there.
Selfless leader.
Selfless leader.
Yes.
Vice President. Wo. Wakonta. No MPP for Brekra no nka ho. Abu Ramadan. Who to me the abine position to your contact second.
Now say you on the abine positions.
Hey, are you telling me in all seriousness, Obi? Say you believe, say, in making appointment, the vice president doesn't have a say? No, is that what you're telling me?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
If that is what you're saying,
ultimate responsibility relative to appointment is with the president.
But appointments are not always made by the ultimate responsibility. That appointment can be delegated. There are certain appointments that the president can delegate the vice to do.
Yeah, but the president has never told you say or delegate vice.
And he has also never told you say one delegating. But that presumption is there that the vice president will have a big say when it comes to appointments. Especially where the relationship between President Akufo-Addo and Bawumia, I can't propose straight. What is there? A man and his kid brother. Your mama said Jack Toronto and his kid brother. True. Ne menti pepepe. Bawumia kasaka. Enye Omampenye Akufo-Addo. Enka ono Bawumia amanyo sem kra ko wanyebi. Oni ne de ne ba amanyo sem. Ne godfather no. Na namu echi no di. What is there? Boa no man de be di akonyo free so wonya se ana. Wonya tumi no hwe. Se na konta Abu Ramadan wonya MPP ni mpo. Fano Nadbo, Deputy Director. We na asew, ono ankasa na asew. Alhaji Ahmed Ramadan, yes, I'm your friend. Ono so Amnado, United Arab Emirates, UAE.
Yeah, I think he's in Saudi Arabia.
Arabia.
UAE, right? Yeah, UAE.
Sikawa hopa, oil minister anyamaniti, and a lot of connections. And also then no kotoye. We ono Bawumia ankasa ni nuaba. Ono na almost a Northern Development Authority. Omodi na kotwa no. Maame na abreso tricycles bebre Ghana Japade ayira ye hu bebi afa no. Dr. Bawumia. Ne maame ba enye nchen muja ba ko. We ono ani nua bema Alhaji Mumuni Bawumia no the NACO Ministry of Interior or creative position amano technical advisor to the Minister of Interior. When the selfless leadership no. What is selfless about Bawumia? Bawumia on ultimate presidency. Parliament passed a concession agreement for ECG takeover by a private company. Na Parliament ayen share wo nyanse mu se company na ye de omanye Japade asun buse be hye nensa no o se ye company na nisika sem dimu na de be meye edi adanse se nisika sem dimu ni se company ni betumi akwakofa bank guarantee worth $300 million edi aba se owo sika enye onye nipa hunu bi akwa Masa, Owura Bawumia, according to the FTI report on the PDS scandal, sat at the presidency and changed the requirement of a bank guarantee to an insurance guarantee without recourse to Parliament. And I'm so, I'm a PDS if we made up of family and friends of the president. Ecofa, fraudulent insurance guarantee, according to the then Minister of Energy, Peter Miwu. Ebe Ghana Japade ECG. They took over the assets of ECG. 20 billion Ghana cedis assets of ECG. JJ light bill Kromwa PDS for over 6 months. We actually know yes you my ibukata. Sika ye tuama omo bisinne in light bills. Ordinary Ghanaians light bills omo toy de omo tuaye over 1.5 billion. Omo family adane boachi bidin hwew eko. Bawumia nsa anu adwuma no. Alhaji Bawumia. The Alhaji Bawumia who is talking about selfless leadership. The Alhaji Bawumia who, according to a sitting Minister of State responsible for finance, Charles Dubois, takes bribes of $200,000 from businessmen who want to see him. Captured on video. Alhaji Bawumia. The Alhaji Bawumia.
Are you then saying, sir, based on these examples you've cited?
Yeah.
And I would want to believe that say MPP communicator being so
yeah.
He or she can have similar examples about John Mahama. So John Mahama is also not a
only a similar example.
Really?
Only a similar example.
Really?
Only a similar example. John Mahama, why a deputy minister? Why a minister? Why am Rashe Bedweni for 3 terms for the good people of Bolivar Boy? Why your man penny bediachri? Why your man penny? Wakwa kotranchen e konfie nwotwini. Ye ntumi nya dance ye bia e kire so John Mahama wabokro no. He remains quickly clean as we speak today. Not one evidence of wrongdoing relative to corruption has been established against him.
Yeah, but there were allegations with his name involved. Similarly, said Yewobo Bawumia being involved in some
allegation.
Way.
You see, the PDS matter is not an allegation. But the FBI report, Bawumia has not even disputed it.
Yes.
That he was the one who chaired the meeting, which resolved, say, the requirement of a bank guarantee
but
should be changed into an insurance campaign.
If you want to
insurance guarantee.
If you want to make a condition precedent, condition subsequent, what is wrong with that?
Why? Now we are parliament. But we are parliament. Parliament. What's you? What's Yamra? The executive has their role.
No,
Parliament has its role. Parliament approves our concession agreement. You know, they made the requirements, you know, of proof of financial capacity bank guarantee. The finance people will tell you the bank guarantee and insurance guarantee. There is a big difference.
Sure. Because
the bank guarantee is more liquid. What you say? And he said, "Oh ma." Obi bank guarantee insurance guarantee obi onim sika sempo beje bank guarantee no because onim say no dey would default to bunu a okọ bank ga na sabeka ni sika insurance guarantee kwan no wa and a parliament for sanso ma bank guarantee here condition precedent say wo yenyansa mu ni nipa ya de ECG ejapade kakraka say ma no sa bank guarantee e kire say wo sika na obeye ne basabasa we can fall on the guarantee. That's what the guarantee means, you know. Guarantee no on famransa na ye the ECG ejapade 20 billion Ghana cedis no ashenensa. Parliament na yes anshe no. But we miaso there be yen fama no ansa na chire wakofa insurance guarantee aba. We sebi impreduasa. We selfless leadership. Ufri say DNT na ebema Bawumia kasa. How does it make sense? Say Ghana ECG e Bawumia personal property a. Obi what the wajapadi asombo 20 billion cedis. Ebema will be say on hwesomma na chire or the guarantee aba. Sa guarantee you know say obese ade na wo de ahye ne sa wo betumi fall on nana. Who why not in his right senses obesa? Unless the person stands to profit from such an arrangement. In any case, Parliament said condition precedent. What authority did Bawumia have to change that? Where is selfless? Collapse one. Selfless leadership in the Unyaka. What's the sub position? For left, right, center. Selfless leadership.
Bold solutions for the future.
What about bold solutions for the present? What about bold solutions for the present?
No, he's not the president.
Okita, on your president.
Yes.
But you see, or your vice president.
He seeks to be president.
And as a vice president, he's the chairman of the economic management team. True or false?
Sure, that's true.
Wakita position way for 7 years, 2 months. True or false?
True.
Good. As chairman of the economic management team, the Jumane say, Ghana sika 7 to 2 years na wahwema bibia koso na Ghana yesika sentimi gina brane.
Yes.
Edwuma ekoso omanimu etimi eye mbrema omanfo meboa. Good. Eno na kwa kwesi say. Do you know fear me the whole Africa? Ghana is one of the countries with the highest interest rate. No kwa jebosia e wunsi ho ko 33%, 35%. Do you know that? And what both solutions for the president anyway? What is that? Ghana is one of the countries with the highest tax payments for businesses. What happened to his promise to move us from taxation to production? Or better now, you no hey Joy FM. Can say John Mahama, the taxes be braba. Now the taxes are hurting the economy. And John Mahama doesn't know that Ghana is part of a global economy. And when you do that, you end up in a cyclical spiral, a downward cyclical spiral of the So what we need to do is to reduce the taxes, use tax policy to propel economic growth. And once the businesses are thriving, we will get money through corporate taxes and income taxes.
Is that not what they did in their first term until the economy was hit?
And I will answer you. Once you have asked, I will answer you.
That's what they did.
They never did that. They say everything they did, all the taxes. There were 18 taxes they put out.
Yes.
13 they said were totally scrapped.
Yes.
I can tell you 90% of those taxes they have brought them back, either in the same fashion or in a worse form.
Yeah, but at least you agree, said they did in the first term.
Masa, Lucifer.
Until disaster struck.
Will be Edene Mamia Koji Sikadrama Sikanabada. A chida Samini here. Trakonkona may who said Obronsam Lucifer. On I didn't send you for the idea about command or the Bunkuma Jimmy. Plus 1 minus 2. You are worse off. If you are buying about that down your croc the John, say, may you taxes be free. Or say, may you benchmark value discount free or the ababack. Or say, may you VAT on real estate free or the ababack. Or say, may you VAT on domestic travel free or the ababack. Under
what circumstances?
There's a current VAT Amendment Act passed in 2023.
Or the back under what circumstances?
The circumstances
when things were a bit rosy, they took these taxes out.
Rosy.
When the economy was hit by a disaster,
and one guy's where you do mama you because about 2017 now no more use our taxes in free one. Now they have not even settled. Like I'm saying, more economic policies take effect. So if things were rosy then it means your mama handed to them a rosy economy. Manage economy I can go through, and this morning I did it on another platform. If you want, let's go through the taxes one by one. It is only one tax which they haven't brought back. With tax removal doesn't even make economic sense. VAT on medicines. The rest of them, domestic travel, VAT. I think we should just go through the list so that they will know that we are speaking to the facts here. Say bold solutions for the future. Now we bold solutions for the current and whatever. I thought it was a joke. Because if Bawumia had people advising him, he will not even dream of holding a lecture in Ghana. He is the most discredited politician in the history of Ghana.
But why don't you let the Ghanaian people
most dishonest,
make
the
most
deceptive?
Because at the end of the day,
pathological liar.
You've not listened
of integrity.
You've not listened to what he's coming to say.
For
all you know, in some of our Ghana and some Ghana for Pesomoti.
How really?
How do you know?
I'm telling you, say Ghanaians are not interested in speeches from Bawumia again. Countless lectures or can be in opposition. As we speak now, what Ghanaians are interested in are actions, the implementation of the promises he gave when he was in opposition. And yema okas obeyen, and then you hear him say obeyen na dia want aba. And yema wababeyen ni opposite, and na Ghana for yede not
FM
tokenism. We know him. He's a braggadocious talkative. What the mic seen anymore? But when we obey me, I talk-A-thon 50 days ombriki. Ne dia kasa ne nubra. Yenya adwuma no na economy ni nye yie na adwuma mra onim ho mache. Look at the taxes they said they ascribe. And there is a Peace FM story, online story, with a headline: Akufo-Addo government and abolish 18 high taxes. Some of the publications will say 15, some say 17. This says 18, so motherless. Let's use the 18, and I'll do it quickly. Number one, abolish the 17.5% VAT on real estate. They have brought it back.
But it was abolished, and also
they have brought it back. Let me say, they brought it back. They brought VAT now on real estate, rental, and sales. They brought it back. VAT flat rate 5%. Abolish the 17.5% VAT on selected medicine. This is what I said. Selected imported medicines. This is what I said. They didn't make sense. It didn't make sense because the decision to impose VAT on selected imported medicine was right. Now who here say yes, sir? Because John Mahama Abaya does so that you say. Ghana, your pharmaceutical companies are more capacity, or move to media produce in Rua, you used to mining baby Ghana. Nietimi Boasa companies no more producers and no ha.
Yes.
See this, I $1 echo crass and no nebano, a sobete. You see the Nibina one day. A face I Ghana for you money in your hoden no mutre or mwashimua. And you mabeba magana memo and mabawa ede. And ye biaye.
Sure.
Into your local pharmaceutical companies. NS Chemist, Danny Adams, Tobinco, we gave them stimulus package of $25 million. Anybody listening to me can Google it. John Mahama, yes, sir, $25 million. One first signboard, Bianco, but was I had one district, one factory. So, having given that stimulus package to local manufacturers of pharmaceuticals, you need to increase the cost of such imports so that our companies can be competitive. Into the VAT to selected imported medicines as well. But they came because they don't care about the local pharmaceutical industry, and the fact say they always compete with cheaper imported medicines. So they came and removed it. That was not a good thing, if you ask me. And if you ask any student of economics what is sought, he will tell you. But that number 3, abolish the 17.5% VAT NHI on financial services. This VAT, John Mahama buying the buyer, was VAT on financial service charges. Who used to ATM, you charge you 1 CD. Okoye bank transfer bank and they charge you. Sa charge na bank na charge you. And I buy this sika ke 22 VAT also. That's all. And almost say no more year free. And they almost the e-levy aba na 1.5%. And about 1%. Now this e-levy is not on the charge. It is on the amount. So you see what they have done? You use small tax nephew on here, the bigger tax, a tax which are the impact, and yet 20 times bigger than the Omuyi free one. Because the VAT was just on the charge, the service fee or the service charge. Now the e-levy is on Usika 500 Ghana and I will send you 500 Ghana and you 1%. Enti what boy ni pana na wo mo ano Asempa FM Obugugu banks ne savings and loans we over 400 of them. On one side so the financial sector cleanup recovery levy aba 5% on you can say profit before tax for all banks, and the banks are transferring it to their customers. Enti you free or no you could see saying what they are buy in a worse form. Again, abolish import duty on that one was a lie. Yanko abolish 1% special import levy. Who you 1% special import levy if you are? But what the 2%? Tieni yo me say abai we Bawumia ni suban no any Lucifer pepepe. I say me you 1% special import levy if you are. But 2% special import levy which ended in 2017. Almost shemra foforo and the babium as a new tax from 2017 to 2024. It was supposed to even end. Almost first law on pass you know. It was supposed to even end in 2019. Or am I extending it to 2024? And 1% special import levy. Then why? What slap here with a 2% special import levy? You till 2024. 17.5% VAT on domestic airlines. About the new VAT Amendment Act, they are bringing VAT back on domestic airlines. Abolish levies imposed on KIAs and local authorities. KIAs were not paying any special tax or levies. Local assemblies.
But it was still money being taken away from
50 pesos.
It be 1 city.
It will be 1 city. Was it me year free? Now fade
there was no justification for that.
Two coin could deep pass and be obey sikas and yakufi. So and they say, what's the one you know? Take it. If your mama brother will try take it 50 pesos, I said no one on the whole day. But then they say one day be when you 200 cities and 100 cities not send there every day. Sakaya you need best send this sikas or the command and ma and on a boost your phone when you krum no. What Jenny e-levy of 1%. Who is them take kaya you for Jom? This a kaya you for you so broke not to pay local levies from assemblies. How much your e-levy? Was it not Bawumia who sat on Peace FM in 2020 before the elections, August, and say Mumu dear yan for ne in yan the tax or so. Then when you to me we the tax.
But and e-levy affected or more was I here for bracket.
Now
depend on the amount you are sending. It is a car in and 100 Ghana
below 100 no come opa no bio phone line to omote. But kaya you for the be number send below 100 and so send 200 and just easy kenny. Or send 500 cities and 300 cities and just easy kenny ana. No, yesika wa brenya wa boagu on where or send it. And they are not better off. Then reduce import duty on some goods and vehicles. That was the benchmark value discounts. They have brought it back. They brought it back a long time ago. Abolish excise duty on petroleum. They abolished excise duty on petroleum and introduced a baller tax of 10 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol, and of 20 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol, and 18 pesos per kilogram of LPG. They have introduced energy sector levy, and the 20 pesos. We know the baller tax about 10 pesos. Let me not miss that. The baller tax is 10 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol. And our energy sector levy near 20 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol. And the existing taxes are over 2 years to be moved by 600%, maybe by 500%. So excise duty ba kuno you free hono dey na why amount. Omo buy na road fund levy 40 pesos and 48 pesos. Omo to 20%.
Asempa.
Omo buy na primary distribution margin 4.5 pesos and 13 pesos. Into money 188%. On by na boss margin. These are facts. Anybody can call in.
Yes.
Boss margin 3 pesos. On to 9 pesos. Into money 200%. On by na full market margin 1.5 pesos. On they are 9 pesos. Into money 655%. On by na energy debt recovery levy 41 pesos. On to 49 pesos and 19.5% increment. On by na price stabilization and recovery levy now 12 pesos on petrol. They are 16 pesos, representing 33%. Now price stabilization and recovery levy now 10 pesos per liter of diesel. They are 14 pesos. Look at all these gargantuan increments in existing margins and levies on fuel. Our between any new ones, diaba baller tax ne dia keka ho. Enti uka se we excise duty free wa den na waye. When you're here, you have worsened the situation of the Ghanaian 10 times more. The Obetoye, that is the attitude of Lucifer.
But on that way, what is the alternative of the NDC? What would you do?
Say you say the area back now. Come on, you better so you.
Oh no, sir.
The area no. The can when 10 almost scrap here. But could be one. There's very useless one. Provided full corporate tax deduction for private universities who plow back 100% of profits into the university. As way you can, as way you measure say. These are they be out as MPP communicators say any taxes free. These are the taxes, and all of them, 10 of them, 9 of them, they've brought back in worse forms.
When the NDC wins,
one didn't make economic sense.
Scrapping all of them.
The ones that they say they have reduced national electrification scheme levy from 5% to 3%. 5 to 3%. But the same electricity and all the VAT by better so. And the cascading effect of that VAT had the better so 22%. For 21.9% specific. It is the and because of IMF conditionalities in tea, economy na Bawumia sending in tea. Every quarter be a you know that. Every quarter, even before the introduction of VAT on electricity by this government. It is the almost say
every
like nothing. There is that removal of VAT on lotto stakes, and now the betting levy about 10%. The me say Obi, I can pick it one, and in fact I've done 90% already. Everything they have brought back, everything they said here. So what am I telling you? Present now they share. Present economic situation of Ghanaians now they share, but we answer na nkasa kwa no. What fairly.
Yeah, but Ghanaians have heard.
BC what fairly.
Who do you go through?
What fairly BC have also kwa lecture. Now what chere kwan solutions for SSC. Kocha BC in first.
Who do you go through a number of taxes? Officer.
But this was no. Let me put it in context. This was only within the context of the lecture.
I get you.
And but my point is conclude on that. No, it is just an exercise in futility. It will be another talk shop. Why
don't you wait for him to speak first?
Dr. Bawumia, I can sit here and tell you everything he's going to say. But by the end of the day,
said this question is important.
For more than 7 years.
For the Ghanaian people,
he's totally empty. He's a braggadocious talkative, but a pathological liar.
Let him speak first. The American say, you've taken us through a number of taxes. that is not just enough for the Ghanaian people to vote for the NDC. At the end of the day, what would you do about those taxes? Are you coming to scrap all of them?
Some of the taxes, John Mahama has been emphatic that we will scrap it.
Which ones?
Number one is e-levy, which is significant measure. Wakasa boldly say e-levy will be trimmed. Boldly, so we try e-levy.
Yeah, but e-levy from currently how it is performing, no, anything close to what government.
The burden of that e-levy on the poor.
But it doesn't bring anything substantial. There are other more substantial taxes.
You are not happy that
what I'm saying is, if you are taking out e-levy, the effect
there will not be any VAT on electricity.
There is already VAT on commercial meters.
We are talking about what is an issue now is
residential.
The residential consumption of
if
power.
there will not be any VAT on electricity,
but of course, I was talking about domestic consumption of electricity.
Yes.
From Kwame Nkrumah pen to be seen there, it means that tax a so not even the military rulers we've had dreamt of imposing VAT on domestic consumption because they are not adding any value. Tax and you have no value added tax. Into you can say, Obi a odi Kenya to na tade so ofie, or then Kenya esuan de, or then Kenya TV with Genevata. What is the sense in it? That is why no government has even considered imposing that VAT on the domestic consumption of power, because the VAT then becomes a final tax. But VAT is not supposed to be a final tax to the one who is registered under VAT, because on who to input VAT now or reclaim no output VAT. Enti onya ni sika back ebi mu cry timiya dynamics ni ya no manya so mfa so the input and the output no. What point that is how VAT was designed. Now can say domestic consumer of electricity untua VAT. Where is the sense in it? And untua VAT at the time one the price of electricity is already high, because in the last 4 quarters ya tunkenia bomusa ni penti minto na top power 500 cedis obi e communicate say you saying both ni pe bre amochire wo krom ha Bawumia ni abada yo se me de VAT beto Kenya so why e levy Bawumia say meje oje ye covid levy na
Sammy, you've just mentioned 2 taxes Mahama so betwem. You mentioned about 18 or 20 tax handles.
No, where your taxes are omoda daga na so mu ye from omodia taxes no omodia ba ne de obi ma me fa won fam bebre wo Mahama be ye free ho. Some of them me chia me ema NDC amanyuko asem bi wo ha free ohina no ba. And so certain things must not come from me first. From where I sit, I know a lot of things. But I would rather wait for the manifesto to be adopted or for the flag bearer to announce it, so that I'm not the one announcing major promises.
Publicly,
he has condemned.
If I can one pay,
no, even VAT on electricity, he's condemned it totally.
Yeah, but condemnation doesn't mean he will cancel it.
I can't. That one I have his authority to tell you. Nobody will pay VAT on domestic consumption of electricity under John Mahama. It's not going to happen. That one I have his full authority.
We should expect say all the 18 now, because they are obnoxious taxes. They are taxes that should not have happened in the first place. We should expect say all those 18 will go. And I say
that announcement will be made by the flag bearer. I only amplify
what
and explain what he has already committed to, he has given permission for us.
May you move on? I saw.
Thanks for joining. We really appreciate your time. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so for us. Hit the notification bell, like, and also share to other customers to watch for us. Thank you.
Dedi kama amena PENDREAM TV ase. Now so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.